All right, welcome next year. Next episode, you're going to transgender hate mail, homosexual atheist hate mail. Basically, me actually do a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and even there are response to comments. I'm idiots. These demon lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. Um, you don't like what I'm saying? Go ahead and click off click off the video and go for watch something else. Don't say there's lie and say it's hate speech because there is no hate speech in my videos. If you're on here with people getting things wrong, go on trying to fix it, straighten them out. Go. Yeah, it was funny enough. When I started tea, so I poisoned myself with testosterone. My body started functioning properly through lies. The female body, female are supposed to menstruate. Of course, with too much testosterone in her system, that stopped. So she likes that. That's wrong. That's not supposed to do that. Mental health is better through lies. And I can function like a normal human being through lies. And my blood records swim back better through lies. I'm not lying about sex either, other than all the lying. I know I'm biologically female, but you're trying to make sure other people don't know that. I never said otherwise. My gender is male. My identity, my disguise is male. Maybe I've seen it. It is seen as a sin. It is 100%. It's because it's a lie. Hello. And if it is, whatever. I'm not. Religious, that doesn't matter to me. It matters to me. I'm not hurting anyone. Am I? Yes, you are. You're hurting yourself. You gotta stop. So why is this an issue? Lol. And someone else says, why the Bible has never mentioned anything about the LGBTQ community the 80s. Actually, it has a lot. That stuff was existed way back then, too. Before then, it was always love thy neighbor. Well, that was in there, too. Loving your neighbor of walls, stopping them from sitting. Let's go. Therefore, it's a sin if you act so poorly amongst your words toward other people. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. The person who really gets the Bible. Let's go. For the 80s, no one ever cared. They cared a lot. The law of Moses, back way before the 80s, was saying that stuff was wrong. So sorry. Got your beat. It's such a bad thing. Then why is it okay for men to play and dress up as women during medieval times? Because it was play. They were lying and saying they're women in real life. They were dressing up as women, and also there was issues where it was like they didn't want women in plays. They wanted women in plays, so men had to play the female parts. Then that's all that was. Next, back then, white females, white fashion went out, such as heels. Trying to rationalize doesn't work. Continue on. So long hair and makeup was fashionable to target, and a target for men, because that's basically how it was. Yeah, not they weren't lying and saying they were filming their women though. Let's go. So why is it different now? Because it is. You want to mention sins? I can gladly mention sins that you probably have done, and a lot more people have done. But yeah, don't mention mine because that makes us look bad. No, nope. You mentioned lying lips and abomination. Lions, sign animations are speaking truthfully through lies. No, not. Yeah, you're speaking truthfully through lies. So you're lying. The quote is relevant, which that quote is relevant to us because I say it is. Ignore the fact that we're lying, okay? Born with ovaries is female. So we're trying to say we're male. Posing ourselves poisoning ourselves with too much testosterone to say that we are, to look like more like males, sound more like males, lying, say we're males with preferred pronouns, hiding our breasts and other curves so they look more like males, and when we get genital mutilation surgery so that we can mutilate our genitals to look more like penises instead of vulvas, never will work, we'll never get penises ever, we get fake ones, so we say we're male. It's all lies, it's all wrong, but we're rationalizing it by saying that we are trying to get in our real bodies, but you'll never be able to go from one body to another. You just damage it. It's bad news. Cause you want to hear, Cyan and I aren't wrong because you think you aren't. Because we know our bodies through lies. And we love whatever we want to love without whoever we want to love without transgression for it. So we're saying that way as well. If you're not telling you who to be, so you have the right to tell someone on the internet who they should be, other than, of course, we are telling you who to be. Be a silent person who doesn't, a good Christian who doesn't say anything about sin. And that's what a good Christian does, according to lies, we've been told. I say, I'm not telling you who you are supposed to be, I'm telling you what you are. Human. Humans are supposed to be binary and heterosexual, and they have to learn to accept their bodies as they were born. As to the Bible, it has said that transgender and homosexual lifestyles were wrong since the beginning. Since the beginning. Both lifestyles are based on giving an invitation to sin, after all. And I guess fashion is non-binary then. Both men and women can have earrings. They can. Fashion is non-binary. Someone else comes in here and says, "You're hurting your." I say, it's just side animations. You're hurting yourself. Pumping your body full of hormones you don't need is poisoning you, and your mental health is worse than ever because you are ignoring reality. You were born with Borland with ovaries. Dang it. Borland with ovaries. Born with ovaries. Those are female reproductive organs. And you have got to stop trying to identify as opposite biological sex. Now you may leave responses to my comments. And I have the debate on Sundays. So that's them on Monday. See you then. That was the end of the debate, basically. Maybe a little bit more. I get it? See you then. And then Jose Animation says, if you're poisoning me, doctors would have prescribed hormones for those who need it. Actually, they would, because they want that money. Poisoning you. Mental health has been the best it's been in a very long time through lies. As long as I say in this fantasy world, it's great. Bad. Bad news. And who are you to say otherwise? Person looking at reality, it's a fantasy. Get you on here. You don't live in my head and know me in real life. So how would you know that, lol? Other than, of course, all the stuff I'm doing that's hurting my body. Other than that. Yeah, I know. It's bad for you. And I would prefer to get rid of my uterus/ovaries. Thanks. Because that's telling the truth. Not even for trans reasons. It's because the periods are effing painful because of stuff I'm eating. All the bad diet I have. That can cause it. And effing painful because I get very bad migraines from them. Yeah, because of all the bad stuff she's eating. That's a bad thing. That's because not because of her uterus and ovaries. It's because of this nasty stuff. This bad diet she's on. She doesn't understand that. And also, she's trying to lie about her sex. So it's like, males don't have periods. And males don't have ovaries and uteruses. They have testicles. So it doesn't work. Let's see here. Plenty of comfortable skin women get a hysterectomy, so I can't lie, because nothing wrong with yourself. They get it because something bad was wrong with it, like cancer or something. You got nothing wrong with yourself. So that's right. Yes, them getting hysterectomies too. No, not if there's something wrong with it that would kill them, and not kill them as in, oh no, psychologically, I'm so afraid of what will happen if I keep this stuff. No, it's like actual cancer, actual diseases that can kill. They have it in the uterus that makes it so that it has to get taken out so that they will not be killed by them. Medical stuff. So that's what he said. Again, never claim to be the opposite sex, other than, of course, all the stuff I say and do that shows I'm the opposite and trying to be the opposite sex. There's no biological possible, and I'm aware. However, my gender is male, so I'm going to lie and say I'm male. So I'm claiming to be the opposite sex. The rationalization is just ridiculous. Continue on here. Next. So you identify as the opposite sex. Also, the pain you identify as the opposite sex. Also, the pain you feel may have nothing to do with what your reproductive organs. You're allergic to something or dehydrated. I'm not against removing organs from the body when something is wrong with them. But there may not be anything wrong with yours. Speaking of which, you're born with ovaries. That makes you a female human. Nothing can change that. So you stop trying to ask for your mental health. Ignoring reality is a clear sign that something is wrong. It is. Think about when you take a shower and you see your vulva. That is a female reproductive organ. And yet you say you identify as a male. That's lying about your biology. And that is wrong. I'm sorry. It's all right. Reality destroys fantasy. Every single time. How much do I have? Good. Every single time. That's why they're so angry. That's why they're doing it. Because in the shower, she'd be seeing her body. It's like, no, that's not right. Because of lies I was told. It's not right. Functions normally. That is female reproductive organs. That's how it works. But, she's like, told that's not right. But the lie is wrong. That was the end of that conversation. Next on, do we go into stuff? So I can continue the search here. Bottom surgery is real and also it's ridiculous and unnecessary. It doesn't work. Nasty. This Christian movie is cringe. What's this one? Hold on. I hear that chugging. The fan going. So I'll try to help out. So I have a lot of problems with this undertones and representation of this movie. I was raised Christian, dropped it in 6th grade. So, for life. Well, I was brought up on this mindset that would be torture for eternity if I dared to have a lifestyle outside of religion. Or pursue my own hobbies, gender identity, who I love, etc., etc. My biological father was a pastor and a horrific predator. I don't see harm in religion, in any religion, more than just the rituals who use it as an excuse to be prejudiced, racist, and remarkably hateful in spite of being instructed to love thy neighbor within the Bible. Yeah, that's true. That's wrong. As someone who was never going to chase what I wanted to believe in until my parental figures physically could not stop me, I see a sort of mindset of no right to spread Christianity as a massive issue that contradicts the Bible through lies the so-called holy men are supposed to be following.